Cuba M. Gooding, Jr. is an American film actor. He is perhaps best known for his portrayal of Rod Tidwell in Cameron Crowe's Jerry Maguire, for which he won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. His performances in films such as Boyz n the Hood, As Good as It Gets, Men of Honor, Rat Race, Snow Dogs, and The Butler were also well received. Personal life: Gooding Jr. was born in Bronx, New York, the son of Shirley Gooding, a singer with the Sweethearts, and Cuba Gooding, Sr., a lead vocalist of the soul group The Main Ingredient. He has 3 siblings, April, Omar, and Tommy Gooding. His paternal grandfather was a native of Barbados. His family moved to Los Angeles after his father's music group had a hit single with Everybody Plays the Fool in 1972. The elder Gooding abandoned his family 2 years later. Gooding was raised by his mother and attended 4 different high schools: North Hollywood High School, Tustin High School, Apple Valley High School, and John F. Kennedy High School in Granada Hills in Los Angeles. He served as class president in 3 of them. He became a born-again Christian at age 13. In 1994, Gooding Jr. married his high school sweetheart, Sarah Kapfer, and they have 3 children, Spencer, Mason and Piper. They live in Pacific Palisades, and Porter Ranch, California. On April 22, 2014, Kapfer filed for divorce from Gooding. Career: early career and major success. His first job as an entertainer was as a break dancer performing with singer Lionel Richie at the closing ceremonies of the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. After high school, Gooding studied Japanese martial arts for 3 years, before turning his focus toward acting. Early on, he landed guest starring roles on shows like Hill Street Blues, Amen and Maguire, and also had a tiny part in the popular comedy Coming to America. Gooding's first major role was in John Singleton's inner-city crime drama Boyz n the Hood, in which he played the lead, Tra Copyright Styles. A box office surprise and critical hit, the film is now considered a modern classic. He followed this success with supporting roles in major films such as A Few Good Men, Lightning Jack, and Outbreak. In 1996, Gooding reached a new level of prominence when he was cast as an arrogant yet charismatic football player on the brink of a career-ending injury in Cameron Crowe's blockbuster dramatic sports comedy Jerry Maguire with co-star Tom Cruise, which was a major critical and commercial success and was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Picture. Most significantly, it earned Gooding an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. His exuberant "Show me the money" line in the film became a nationwide catchphrase. Additionally, his Oscar acceptance speech has often been cited for its enthusiasm. Post-Oscar prominence: in 1997, Gooding followed his breakout with a notable supporting role in the acclaimed Academy Award-winning comedy As Good as It Gets, but in the following years his career was inconsistently successful. Some of his best-received performances include turns in films such as the mystical drama What Dreams May Come and the U.S. naval drama Men of Honor, in which he played the lead role and co-starred with Robert De Niro. Gooding also received attention for his roles in the epic Pearl Harbor as historical figure Doris Miller, the ensemble farce Rat Race, the musical The Fighting Temptations, in which he co-starred alongside Bianca Copyright Knowles, and the football drama Radio, in which he played the title role. Additionally, though not well received critically, the family comedy Snow Dogs was a commercial success. Other roles of note during this time include a co-led role alongside Anthony Hopkins in the psychological thriller Instinct and the voice of Buck in Disney's animated film Home on the Range. However, during this stage of his career, he also began to appear in a series of films which were not critically or commercially successful, such as Chill Factor, Boat Trip, Norbit, and Daddy Day Camp, all of which had received extremely negative reviews and, with the exception of Norbit, performed poorly at the box office. On top of this, Gooding had allegedly turned down roles in successful films such as Amistad in the aftermath of his Oscar win. Ultimately, neither his earlier successes nor his leading roles in a couple of smaller independent films, including Lee Daniels' directorial debut Shadow Boxer, were able to offset these failures and prevent the downward trajectory of his career. Recent film career: since then, in great contrast to earlier stages of his acting career, Gooding has appeared in many more gritty, critically ignored, direct-to-DVD films than theatrical or television releases. A well-received performance as Ben Carson in 2009's Gifted Hands, The Ben Carson Story, and small supporting role in 2007's Ridley Scott's American Gangster, both proved to be exceptions to this trend. It was his last theatrically released film until 2012. Indeed, when Gooding had a prominent role in the World War II film, Red Tails, produced by George Lucas and also with other prominent actors such as Terrence Howard and Bryan Cranston, it was his first significant theatrically released film since 2007's American Gangster. In 2013, Gooding had roles in several theatrical release films, including a well-received supporting performance in Lee Daniels' The Butler and brief appearances in Don John and Machete Kills. Other work: in 2013, Gooding, Jr. made his Broadway theater debut alongside Cicely Tyson and Vanessa Williams in a Tony Award-nominated production of The Trip to Bountiful. In 2012, he starred in a TV pilot for FOX called Guilty that was directed by MCG. Though it was well received in screenings, it was ultimately not picked up by the network. He appeared on Channel 4's Chris Moyle's Quiz Night on August 5, 2011, closing the show duetting Bad Romance with Lulu. In 2002, he was given a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Filmography, references. External links: Cuba Gooding, Jr. at the Internet Movie Database, Cuba Gooding, Jr. at the Internet Broadway Database, Cinema Confidential Interview, Hollywood.com Interview, Jet Interview, Ebony Interview, Jam. Movies Interview, Hands Backstage Game with Cuba Gooding, Jr. and Michael Jordan, USA Today, Jezebel.